Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I'm off work today, so I'm really happy about that. I'm out in the workshop and I would like for you to join me while I make some tags for journals and gifts and happy mail. I love how these turned out. It's easy to get discouraged when you want to make something new and different, and maybe you feel like it has to be special or require some new technique. That is not the case. We all have our own style, so you can do something that everybody else has done, which is a simple tag craft, a stash buster, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to turn out looking like your style. I love having things like this on hand to be able to quickly put into a package of happy mail, or to include in an order that I'm sending out to a customer, or even just to put in my own journals to be able to write something on the back, which is going to make it even more beautiful and layered. Stick around and craft with me and make some tags. I have a number of things put aside for this craft project. I've got a pile of gorgeous lace trim and things that we can cut snippets from to put on our tags. I have some beautiful buttons. Many of these are old and we will use these to embellish our tags. I have some butterfly die cuts. I've also got some file folder, and these are just heavy craft type paper folders. I've cut them down and made some rectangles and just cut the corners off. I didn't do any fancy measuring. I just took my scissors and did that. They might be a little off, but that's going to make them more charming. I also have a variety of distress inks. I'm going around the edges of the tags with some distress ink. Very simple. I think we all do things like this all the time. I'm not worried if it gets a little messy and I go into the center of the card a little bit. This is going to be a great way to use up some wallpaper. So I've just pulled out some that I think will be really pretty with these tags. Let's bring a quote into this one. I'm going to press that down really flat because that feels like sort of a vellum paper, and I don't want it to be able to crinkle up too much. It may do some of that, we're going to see, but we're going to use it nonetheless, no matter what. I'm going to cut just a strip of this very gauzy fabric. And what is it that's so cute about a button on fabric? I've shared this before, but you can put your sewing machine on the setting for zigzag, put the length of the stitch at 0, and then adjust your width, whatever you need for the button, and go back and forth, and it's going to be so easy to put a button into place. Let's clip those threads. I like the black against the pink. So we have a couple of tags so far. Do we want to put a butterfly on this one? I put the butterfly in place the same way with just a little stitch. I think I will put a tiny bit of glue underneath there. I love this tacky glue. I've had good success with it, working on everything from fabric to paper. Book pages are always great for something like this. These pages are really old, and sometimes the older pages don't do that great with different types of ink. Sometimes they do, but sometimes the ink just soaks in immediately and you can't make it run. You can't really use any sort of dauber or anything to spread it along the edges, but it's great for things like this. So this old paper really has some body. It feels like it probably has some cotton in it, and I'm using strips of this to go on my tags. You can incorporate all sorts of things. There's the little butterfly die cut from the Dollar Tree and an old key. I love it. I love the way this turned out. I used a grommet for the hole that I punched at the top, and I just have some beautiful ribbon there. Let me show you this one. Love the way this turned out. I purposely left the photograph a little bit bigger in size, and I left the mark showing on the tag. She's quite charming on our tag. You can use all sorts of items for embellishing your tags. There's a ticket, buttons, pretty lace. I like that we have a set of 3 things: button, butterfly, and button. Oh, I did want to show you one thing that's really cute. With her picture here, look at the words to the song. And catch one sniff of Southern cooking. This was definitely fun and a nice stash busting project. So I hope you'll try this. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.